Well, tonight the radar tells the story.
That snow is starting to move from the mountains and north down to the Denver metro, where we could see 6 inches. Thank you for joining us on this First Alert Action Night. I'm Jacqueline Allen.
And I'm Tom Mustin. Glad you're with us tonight. Here's a live look over the Denver metro area right now. You see cloudy skies are looming in the distance, and the clock is ticking.
In places like Boulder, the snow hasn't stopped coming down since this afternoon, with more on the way. So let's get straight to our team coverage of how this will affect you. Meteorologist Stacey Donaldson tracking what's next.
Our Thomas Hoppo's in downtown Denver tonight, and Lance Hernandez is up north along I-25 in Longmont.
But we first want to get to Jackie Crea, who's in Georgetown along I-70. And Jackie, you are seeing what we are about to see.
That's right. I guess this is what you would call a winter storm warning. We're along I-70 in Georgetown, as you said. And according to the Storm Shield app, it's about 19 degrees and feels like 4. I'd say that's about right. It's pretty chilly out here. But in terms of the snowfall, just smaller size flurries, been pretty consistent. That wind picking up. And really, I think the issue is the fog, so visibility when you're on the highway. And I was kind of surprised to see that the traffic, there really isn't any traffic on the highway. Maybe that's because people are already where they need to be to try and avoid the bulk of this storm or winter storm or conditions that you want, whatever you want to call it. And as you get further into the mountains behind me, you can tell that fog is a little bit thicker. But I think you could still have good visibility from here when you're not getting into like the, further into the mountains or so. But yeah, again, winter storm warning, feels like 4 degrees or so. For now, pretty chilly, but doesn't seem too bad on the road. So I'll send it over to Lance. I think Lance is in Longmont. Lance, what does it feel like over there? I'm sorry, Thomas in Denver.
Well, Jackie, in Denver, we're already seeing the snow that you were talking about. It's already here in Denver, and I want to show you guys what we're dealing with. This is the roads and everything, but we're already starting to see a crash that's happened. It's all right over here if Andrew pans over. This is where it's happening at Zunai and 29th Avenue. It's that red car. It got T-boned by that white car, it appears. And we're not sure if snow and weather was a factor, but let this be somewhat of a looming point for everybody tonight here in Denver, that you're going to be dealing with some slick roads, especially on this side streets, not the main roads, okay? Because these are the ones that get kind of a little bit, not ignored, but can't be gotten to just yet because of all the main roads that they're taking care of. So everybody, use this thing that happened here at this intersection as a warning to please drive carefully tonight. The snow is coming down very hard right now, and it's only going to keep coming. For now, I'm going to toss it back to you guys.
And it's a First Alert Action Day, and this is the reason why. Just a couple of hours ago, our roads were dry here in the Denver area, and now we have snow-covered roads. I wanted to show you some of the snowfall totals. We've been up around a foot of snow for most of our ski areas. Breckenridge, 10 inches. Estes Park, 10.5. Fort Collins, 5 inches. That's where we had the snow early this morning, and we'll continue to get more in through tonight and tomorrow. 3 inches for the city of Loveland, and 1.5 for Boulder. And the snow keeps on coming. So we're still expecting several inches of snow here for the Denver area, and you see the bulk of the energy is still coming in from the southwest, so it's kind of pushing up this direction, and that's where we're going to see those heavy snow bands in through tonight. On our satellite radar picture, you see the snow. Now we have the coverage across the Front Range where we didn't have that before. Most of the morning we had the snow up north from Estes Park to Fort Collins, down toward Allens Park, and across the eastern plains. But now we're starting to see snow out toward Burlington, where a winter storm warning has been issued for that area, and we still have rain and snow up through the high country, Eagle to Aspen, winter storm warning back toward Grand Junction. Now let's go out to Lance Hernandez, who's in Longmont, see what's going on up there, because those roads are getting a little tricky now.
They really are. We've been up here all afternoon long, just about 3 or 4 blocks south of the Longmont exit on I-25. It has been snowing up in northern Colorado all afternoon long. It is starting to accumulate, not just on the ground, but on the pavement. We shot some video to show you what it looks like about an hour ago or so. A lot of traffic still moving at speed on I-25. We saw snow plows going by in both directions. Not much snow to scoop up yet, but they are treating the highway. We've also seen an ambulance driving by south with lights and sirens blaring. We don't know if they were headed to a weather-related traffic accident or some other situation, but they were heading south at speed. I can tell you up north, they've got quite a bit more snow than we've got here in the area, about 5 inches or so up in Fort Collins. That city on accident alert. until about 9:30 this evening. Traffic still moving on I-25 here in the Longmont area. Be aware that traffic is moving at speed, so if you're going to be up in this area, temperatures very cold, wind starting to pick up just a little bit, but you can see snow accumulating, starting to get slippery on portions of the highway. Reporting live up in the Longmont area, Lance Hernandez, Denver 7, back to you.
All right, drive safe, Lance. The fresh pow may be fun, but we want to warn you about a very dangerous avalanche conditions developing. Look at this map showing most of the mountains and even the Front Range under an avalanche watch with a sharp rise in danger over the next 24 hours. So here are the avalanche stats from last month alone in our state. Look at that. 3 people died in avalanches just in February.